What's going on, everybody? I know I haven't posted a video in a long time, but I've got nothing much more to do on the current Madden 15, so the idea of me putting out more videos is kind of, I don't see too much of a point in it right now. There's nothing left for me to really do. So there'll be very few videos from here until the release of the new Madden, but I do want to talk about the new Madden right now, and there isn't too much I want to go into. I've only seen some gameplay, and I mainly want to talk about the draft champions kind of thing. I think that's what we're mainly going to talk about. Number one, we'll start with draft champions. I think it's a cool concept. I've been looking at some stuff, reading a couple articles here and there, and the draft idea is pretty cool. You get 3 players, there are 15 rounds, you get like a base team, and then there are 15 rounds. You get 3 players to choose from, and it progressively goes down as you go further into it. Now you can do it solo, you can do it with friends, um, and then it's like afterward you play 3, 4 games or 4 games in a row, you're a draft champion or something like that. I'm not sure if the seasons pile on top of each other, as in, you guys go through one draft and it gets good, or you finish that draft and then you draft again with the current team you have, or everything resets. I'm not exactly sure how that works just yet, but either way, it's a pretty cool little concept. As I said, 15 rounds, 3 players each round, all defensive 1 round or all offensive 1 round from what I can tell. And then, as I said, there are 3 players, all different positions most of the time, and you pick one depending on your needs or depending on who you are. If you just want to upgrade, it depends on your situation. And it's a really cool thing, and something interesting, and something that changes every single time, which is always what you're looking for. Now, Madden Ultimate Team is my favorite game mode by far, and it seems to be everyone else's favorite game mode. But once you get to the May, June area, then there's like a 3 and 4 month span before the new one comes out, in which there's nothing really to do. At least with Draft Champions, you have time to replay it, and there's always that new factor within it, especially if you're playing with friends. There's always something different, it looks like, and it's exciting to see. And that's all you want in a game, right? Replay value. You don't want a game you buy and then you play it 3 times. You play 3, 4 games and then you're done with it and you send it back. That's not why we buy games. You buy games to play them over and over again. You want the fun factor, you want the replay factor, and that's what you're looking for. And so far, Draft Champions looks like it's going to do that. They throw legends in here and there. As I said, I'm not 100% sure on how everything works, but from what I can tell, they throw legends every once in a while. The further, obviously, you go into the draft, the worse the players get. The one I saw at, wasn't E3, it was something else. The one where the 4 guys are on the couches, it's like a little panel, and one of them's kind of just testing the game out, and the other 3 are part of the creation of the game. They did it, and it started at 86, and then it progressively got worse. 86 seemed to be the highest it got, and then it progressively got worse, which is kind of, when you play the game, there aren't too many players who are right through the roof. Patrick Peterson, I guess in the demo part, was 86 overall. And that's super high. I'm not sure what Patrick Peterson is going to end up as, or if those players are just there for the video. They do that a lot in FIFA, where the players are given different stats and whatnot just for the sake of the video or the trailer or whatever it is. And that may be the case this way, but it won't be super high, these players. And I don't know if the new players will be added in, like they upgrade Madden Ultimate Team players, if they upgrade cards as well. If I saw the legends, 93 overall, 91 overall, that kind of area, I don't know if they get the upgraded version. Say in Madden Ultimate Team, we get a Team of the Week Russell Wilson because he's on the screen. Team of the Week Russell Wilson. He's a 91 in game, but his Team of the Week card's a 94. Maybe they upgrade it. You know, I'm not sure yet. Obviously, maybe they don't. We'll end up seeing, but that would be a cool little prospect. But what we're trying to figure out here, obviously, is whether these players will stick the same or not. I mean, they upgrade rosters all the time, so I would assume that the guys change at some point to some degree. And we'll see about that. But so far, the Draft Champions mode, it looks fun. It looks genuinely fun. But now I'm going to kind of get onto the gameplay. And this is where I've been kind of disappointed so far with what I've seen and what I've read. And from what I can tell, there isn't too much change. There are a few things that have changed. The aggressive catching I've seen, which the problem in the current Madden is the people's willingness to just throw it deep and catch it half the time, and the other half the time it's incomplete, and then there's no real risk anymore with doing that, especially if you have a tall receiver like Calvin, and maybe someone like Dez or something like that, and there's no real risk to anything there. Now, when I see the aggressive catching, I don't see the corner or the safety getting too much in there. I haven't seen too much failure with the aggressive catching, which kind of worries me a little bit because playing online is pretty difficult as it is with the people who play like they do. Now, if it were to change, I guess, and switch up and you make it easier to throw it downfield, I think that's a recipe for disaster. Now, obviously, this is first impressions and we're kind of waiting for more to come out, but I'm interested to see how they counteract that. Now, someone asked the guy who was there, the creative director of Madden or whatever his title was, someone says, what's the downside to the aggressive catching? And he says, there are a lot of downsides, and then he points out that if you're open over the middle and you do an aggressive catch, he falls on his back and he doesn't catch it in stride, and he gets caught up. And I didn't see that as... that's not the solution I'm looking for. To me, that's not good enough as to a solution or a balance when it comes to that aggressive catching. I didn't see that as too much of a balance to me. I just didn't see it that way. And he didn't say anything else. That's where that conversation ended, and that kind of disappointed me a little bit because I'm interested to see how they balance or counteract this aggressive catching. Because so far it seems to be a one-sided thing. And if it's a one-sided thing, that's a bit, that's not what we all want. We all want a balanced gameplay. We all want things that are overpowered to be shrunken down and to be even. And by the looks of it, that's not where that's heading. Other things I saw, I think the running looked a lot smoother. The possession catching looked a lot nicer as well. Players are going out for picking it. Players are catching it low, catching it away from the corner. I like that. The running looked a lot smoother. He wasn't running into linemen too often. The gang tackling was nice. It looked a lot better. People weren't running into each other and falling down and being general oafs. But yeah, I mean, that's where I want to end the video, guys. Give me your opinion in the description. I'm looking forward to the game, but I just hope for that balance. But that's it for now, guys, so peace.